won the All-Star game with a great performance with a huge asterisk that he was actually chasing the record, was actually trying to lose the game. Oh, and then the gold. Oh, it's G-O-L-D for G-O-A-T. Michael Jordan, fresh off a second place finish for Bubba in Daytona. Congratulations, almost got there, Bubba. Jordan flies up, or maybe he drove up to Cleveland, and oh my goodness, Broussard, did you hear? He almost tore the house down after eliminating the Cavs 5 times. Cleveland said, you know what? When we see greatness, we get on our feet and we applaud. Has the biggest cheers of the entire All-Star weekend. Now, granted, Jenna, LeBron did deliver Cleveland their first championship in 52 years, but what about the shot over Greg Elo? Oh, that was a moment. That was a moment that Cavs fans will remember right there in their hearts. So to me, Nick, Jordan won the weekend. He won the weekend overall and the NBA 75. Steph won the game itself. Jordan came in third. And I thought Jenna had a nice savvy turn of a phrase. Savvy turn of a phrase when she said, Steph stole the show. I thought that was very smart. Who did she steal it from? This was supposed to be LeBron's weekend. This was his homecoming. The Lakers are struggling, so I thought this was going to be his time to show out and remind everybody, the NBA world.
And all he did was hit the game winner.
74 of the greatest players are there, and he won it. I like a target score. Don't get me wrong. Ooh, I like a target score. You can win it and not have any pressure. So I know LeBron will really thrive in those moments. So I'm still going Jordan, Steph, LeBron. Third place. Great job.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, so listen, the winners of the weekend were obviously a couple of kids from Akron. I'll start with Steph quickly because an underrated story for this NBA season the rest of the way, this could be Steph's year. Broke the all-time three-point record, dropped a 50-piece in the All-Star game, hitting 16 threes, which is way more impressive than the 52-point game Anthony Davis had where it was in New Orleans, all uncontested dunks. This was, the degree of difficulty on this was way higher, and he might win the title. I mean, Chris Paul's now out 2 months. The Warriors should only be getting healthier. They're one of the best teams in basketball, and if he wins the title, wins another one without Durant, like this could be Steph's year. So he's one of the winners, and the other winner is obviously LeBron because for good or for bad, he made very clear that all things involving the NBA, from future drafts to current GM rankings to any storyline anyone's interested in or winning games, goes through him. And you know who also knows it? Not just Kevin Wildes, who was so bothered by LeBron James' commentary before the game that he's the greatest player ever, that he fires off a tweet, Michael Jordan never went to a Game 7. Not just Chris Broussard, who couldn't even let Jenna Wolfe finish her show open without saying, you put Michael's name first. You have to put his name first. But you know who also knew it? Michael Jordan. He knew it. Because Michael Jordan, once upon a time, watched LeBron James execute the greatest, stretch of play in basketball history. Games 5, 6, and 7 against the Warriors. And the very next day, called, I think directly, Kevin Wilde's wife and said, gotta make that documentary. It's time to do it. We gotta make The Last Dance. Well, he called someone who then called Kevin Wilde's wife, whoever it was. He was like, we gotta do it. Make the movie. We gotta do it. And what Michael has done since then is watch LeBron go to 3 more finals, average a triple-double in the finals, have the single greatest finals game ever played, the game won in 2018, and win another title, that one with the Lakers and Finals MVP. And so Michael, while Broussard and Wildes might not be, Michael is a smart man and is resigned to the fact that, yeah, this was probably my last major NBA moment where I'm recognized as the GOAT. So I'm going to soak it all in. And Broussard, and you know I'm right about this part, I'm going to do something, I being Michael Jordan, I've never done, publicly or privately. I'm going to embrace LeBron because I hope he's gentle in the transition of powers of greatest player ever. I hope he's kind. I hope he's better to me than I have been to him. Because LeBron said it after the game. He was like, yeah, Michael and I aren't in the same building a lot, which is interesting because for the last 19 years, LeBron's been playing in the league and Michael owns a team. So there's plenty of opportunities for them to be in the same building. But Michael has gone out of his way to not be helpful, to not embrace LeBron, and to create a wall between them. And because the GOAT walls are crumbling down around him, he is now saying, okay, maybe, let's be pals. So the winner of the weekend was obviously Steph and LeBron. LeBron did hit the actual game winner, so I'll give the nod to him, but Steph's 50 points were spectacular. But Michael knows it, you know it, and Wild certainly knows it, which is why that was such a, it was adorable, but it was a sad show.
I thought it was funny. I love the comedy show.
That was embarrassing. That was embarrassing.
For you guys?
That take. I mean, come on.
For you guys.
No, clearly, Michael Jordan is not concerned about LeBron replacing him as the GOAT.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
The Athletic just came out with their top 75. Who was number one and who was number two?
Yeah, Jordan.
Michael Jordan was number one. LeBron was number two. ESPN did a poll a couple years ago or a year ago, whatever it was. And like
best
75 to 80%.
And Michael won that.
No, 70. You had your moment. Can I speak now? 75 to 80% of the people, including the millennials and the youngsters, said MJ is the GOAT. Okay? Yesterday in Cleveland, where Michael Jordan broke, I was living in Cleveland. You guys know that. He broke the heart of Cavs fans time and time again, and yet, who got the largest cheers?
Oh.
I was stunned. Michael Jordan got the largest cheer. LeBron James delivered Cleveland its first title in 52 years in any sport, and Michael Jordan gets the greatest cheers? They even know it. Come on, man. And then now, did they announce Jordan as the last guy on the top 75 because he was on his way from Daytona? Possibly. But it also is possible that they did it because he's the GOAT. Because if you look at every position, who was the last forward name? LeBron, the greatest forward ever. Who was the last center name? Kareem, generally recognized as the greatest center ever. And you look at the guards, the last three names, Steph, Magic, Michael. The three most ballyhooed, celebrated guards in the history of basketball. Right. So Jordan's named the last player. He gets the loudest cheers. And here's the thing about the Jordan-LeBron relationship. I know it hasn't been what LeBron wanted it to be. But Michael wasn't going to chase down LeBron. His relationship with Kobe, you saw Kobe chase Michael down. I just made it like, you're gonna become my big brother. And Michael embraced him. LeBron didn't do that, and that's fine. But Michael didn't go out of his way to reach out to LeBron either. So I don't think Michael's purposely avoided LeBron. And the hug is just, I mean, they're all celebrating. 75 best players. It was reason to celebrate. So there you have it.
Yeah, it was. And by the way, I just want to be clear, because Broussard did the whole position thing. I'm not arguing Jordan's not the greatest guard ever. Magic has a strong case, but Jordan's the greatest guard ever. I agree with that. And I think it was very nice of the NBA to put guards last so Michael could have this final moment. Kareem never got a moment like that when Michael took the torch from him. And now Michael got his one last time where I get to be the GOAT in the eyes of many before our kids look at this as, you guys argued about this? You guys really argued that the bigger, stronger, faster, better longevity, better at everything guy wasn't the best player? Okay, yeah, sure. Give me your Bob Cousy takes next, guys.
Better at everything.
They just did the positions.